Let's talk a little bit about online discussions. So, one of the things you're going to notice as you're looking to college, looking to the future, the number of students enrolled in at least one online course is just growing. That's probably pretty obvious to you guys, but it's just a fact of education now that online discussions are probably going to be part of, even if you don't take an online class, it'll probably be a portion of what you're doing at college. So that's part of what we're getting to prepare you for. So you are going to be doing some commenting and replying to each other through a blog that Miss Liz has set up for you. She's going to give you a question. How have your thoughts about the digestive system changed since researching this project? And you are going to just respond to that. It's very simple to do. You must post one comment to this question and reply to two comments. Your posts and responses must contribute to the dialogue versus simply I agree or good idea. So I'm going to give you a little bit of background on this topic here. First, there are really kind of three types of things going on when it comes to discussing and comments and blogs and all that kind of stuff. This probably looks familiar to you. This is an internet troll. This is usually somebody who sends tons of nonsensical messages, doesn't really fit the conversation. Sometimes it's vandals, bullying, profanity, spam. A lot of times you'll see this on Yahoo where people are trying to get you to come to their website, or inflammatory. Those are things you really want to avoid. A troll is just someone who posts inflammatory or off-topic messages. And you're probably saying to yourself, Miss Lowell, really? But you wouldn't be surprised to notice this is a nice message. I want Starbucks. Hi, Miss Liz. It's actually an example of trolling. So let's take a look at some other things here. Cyberbullying has been in the news a lot lately, and this is something you just need to be aware of. Most of it happens on Facebook and things that we don't use here at school. But one of the things you need to think about is always being aware that people can't tell if you're joking, what kind of a tone you're using when you're responding to people. So you really have to be careful to say things like, I see what you're saying, but I would also like to add, different things like that as you're commenting. Cyberbullying just happens anytime people are using electronic technology to do mean text messages or emails, rumors, embarrassing pictures, websites, fake profiles. I imagine you've probably seen some of this, but I just wanted to bring it to your awareness. So really being careful when you comment to make it nice. Now, nobody here did anything like that, but we just have to be aware of that. And then in order to present like a boss, I'm going to go to the Like a Boss page. This is actually examples of discussion board etiquette for online courses from a university website, which is why I pulled it up. But even though it's hard to imagine any of you cyberbullying or doing that, the first things it says is be nice. Please refrain from inappropriate language and personal attacks. Choose a descriptive subject. No marketing. Basic courtesy. The biggest thing that you're going to need to think about is that you are posting what other people are going to read, and you're trying to add to the conversation. Okay, so remember to read what has previously been posted by others to avoid repeating comments, which is probably the most difficult thing to do. You want to get on and post early so that you're not trying to come up with something new when everyone has said something. You can put links in your response. So let's see an example of a good one here. Let's go here. Let's see, Megan said, yes, after researching more about hormones in the body, I understand that the alimentary canal and actual active digestion is just a small part of making all the functions of the digestive system work. I also found it really cool that the hormone motilin is secreted in the small intestine to basically clean out the intestine between periods of digestion. Interesting facts, answers the question, add something to it. And then Kate replied, it amazes me as well about all these little hormones we didn't even know we had that are so important to us, that we might not be able to live without them. So she has added something to the conversation there. So that's just something to think about while you're doing this process, is you want to be adding to the conversation. You're going to post a comment. If you can add a question at the end of your comment, that really helps your classmates be able to respond to what you're doing. But you're adding to the discussion. No trolling, no cyberbullying, only adding to the discussion. cannot find my pause button.